and welcome back to my channel, Good Vibes Intuitive Perspective. I'm your host, Tony Wickham. Thanks for joining me again tonight. And tonight I had a little awesome thing that I wanted to do. I'm going to share with you guys. I'm just cleansing my space and cleansing myself and kind of, cleansing. So let's jump right into it and see what we have tonight. So I'm going to use the Fairy Oracle deck, just like we did last night. And then I'm going to use the Native Spirit card deck as well, the Oracle deck. And then we'll see what kind of messages come out. And then we'll discuss them, okay? So let's see here. What do I got? Remember, guys, please like, share, comment, and subscribe down below. So that we can keep getting messages to people out there that need them. To all of you guys, I send you lots of love and light. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you very much. Yeah, let's see what we have here, okay? We're just going to go on a gut here, huh? Our intuition. Let's just... Ooh. Oh, wow. You will not believe this. Guess what card just came out? After I just said that. I just said intuition, right? And then the card came out. I'm not joking. I was sitting here. You guys watch me shuffle. But there it is. The card, it says intuition. Awesome. Awesome. That was pretty neat that I knew that right before it came out. Yeah. Just so you guys know, I do have the gift of foresight. So you are aware. That is one of my gifts. My gifts of seeing things and then speaking the truth. The truth, the actual truth. Oh, wow. So, and as soon as I said that, the next card out is Wisdom. This is the next card. Wisdom. Wisdom. That is the next card out. Wow, this is amazing. I can't believe it's coming out like this. I'm really surprised. Anyways, I shouldn't be. It happens all the time. I've had these gifts since I was a kid, but they were activated as an adult, like hardcore when I woke up. So when I went through the awakening process, which was not fun. I've been through a lot. I've been gang stalked. I've had spell work done on me. I've had people just hate me for no reason. I have jobs, like, I don't know. I've been through so much. Oh, wow. This is amazing. Our third card. Healing. Beautiful cards. That's what we're going to talk about today. But yeah, it's been crazy. But you know what? I'm glad that everything happened the way it did. I'm very, 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 very thankful for the process. I'm thankful for everything that's happened in my life because it has brought me to this point where I can help everyone. And I have gratitude and I'm so thankful because I do have the gift of foresight and I have the gift of being able to well, it's usually just your intuition, that helps with things. But I'm very, 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 very thankful that I get to do this channel. I'm really, really thankful. I'm really stoked, yay, that I get to help everybody. And I'm hoping that you guys are just as stoked as me. And again, remember, like, share, comment, and subscribe so we can get more messages out for everyone. Okay? And I can't wait because maybe one day you guys will share your messages with me too. And sometime soon. And then we can get that started. On and poppin'. Alright, so I'm super, super, super stoked. Alright, so anyways, let's get two more, no, we need three. Yeah, we need three for this one. Woo. Okay, so the first one is Freedom Horse. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And so just so you guys know, my husband did actually buy these cards for me in December for Christmas, so I'm not aware of all the meanings. And I actually just got them, so I'm learning them right along with you, which is so awesome. It's kind of cool, though. I actually like that. Because then it's not like, I knew this. I knew what this card meant, and I set it up. Because I didn't. So the next card out, as you can see, this is the only card flipped over. And it's called Eagle Medicine. Eagle Medicine. It's pretty darn cool card. Okay, and then we just need one more. One more. Freedom, horse, eagle, medicine. That sounds like great things to talk about. All right, well, it gave me 2. So you know what? We're going to do 2. Because it gave me 2, and I guess, I don't know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it, and we need to do it. So these are the 2 that flipped over. The first one is talking stick. And then the other one is going to be elder. So I don't know. This one speaks to me because it says elder, but if you look in the background, it's so bright back here. And then when you look really, really close, you see all these other deer. So I feel like this is like the ancestor, and then these are the ancestors before him. Do you understand? Like these ones were way before, because look, this guy even has like a big, huge, look, he looks like he has a big antler coming off his head. These are older, and they're distant. So they were probably like the first ones before this one, you know? And this guy's been around for a long time too, you know? And then this is a smaller one. So the closer it gets, the closer it gets to you. You know what I mean? So I'm not sure if you understand that, but that's kind of how I'm perceiving it. And so, yeah, and it's super bright back here. So it's like these ancestors are illuminating something. They're illuminating. So, yeah, I just feel like, yeah, it's really significant. I don't know why, but I feel like it's a really significant thing. And so here we are, guys. I'm just going to scoot this a little closer. All right. So with that being said, let's jump on and dive on into this. So the first one I really want to talk about is intuition. And so what is intuition? It says intuition is the ability to listen to your higher self. So what is your higher self? When we talk about our higher self, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? If you know what your higher self is, please comment in the comments below, and just let me know. When is the time that you've used your higher self? When you understood that you, or what age did you discover your higher self? That's a better question. What age did you discover your higher self in your higher calling? Can someone tell me that? And how did you do it? That's a really cool story probably to tell, guys. Anyways, so intuition is that little thing inside of you that says, don't go there. Or, yeah, this is a good idea. And it's that other little voice is like, that gives you that nudge towards something. And if it's nudging you, you have to learn how to listen to your body, to yourself, you know, because eating right, being mentally stable, being and eating a nutritious, you know, meals every day and snacks in between, exercising and doing all these things, and being out in nature, grounding yourself, making sure that you're doing these types of things are going to help you be more in tune with yourself, and it'll help you not only vibrate higher on a higher level, but it'll also help you recognize your soul's purpose and your intuition. More times than not, my intuition, if I'm in a good space, listen, if you know your self-worth and you know who you are, your intuition will never, ever let you down. It will never let you down. So intuition is like, you know, when you throw a penny, like when we were little kids, people used to say, like all my friends and stuff would be like, if you put a penny on the railroad track, you'll derail the train. And I was always scared. I was like, no, don't put the penny on there. Someone's going to die, you know, the conductor or people on the train. I don't want that to happen. So, actually, so they would go and put the penny on the train. If we think of intuition like a penny on a train, when you start to get off track, literally, that penny is sitting there, just swipe the penny off, right? So it's like when you start to get off track, it lets you know that you're off track, right? Because that penny is going to let that train know that it's off track, and it's going to jump it, you know, then somebody's going to have to jump it right back on the track, right? So think of it that way. There is a penny on a track and you're being thrown off. Use your intuition. It'll bring you right back to that track. You know what I mean? Like if you start to feel like, okay, maybe I shouldn't do this today. It's that little thing that's like, you know, it's raining outside. Maybe I shouldn't go for that drive today. Maybe it's just too slippery. Had you not gone for that drive, or had you gone for that drive, you may have gotten into a car accident. You may have not. be like thankful. Oh my goodness, I can't believe it. I listened to my intuition and it told me not to go and I didn't do it. And it was the best choice I ever made. Or it could be even with an opportunity. Listen, be discerning when it comes to your intuition, because it will never lead you astray. Okay? It will never lead you astray. And that's part of trusting yourself. It's also part of loving yourself. I'm going to back this camera up a little bit. Anyways, so with that being said, that's what I perceive as intuition. All right. So the next card we have is healing. So it says, a healthy body thrives with a constant flow of balanced energy. Funny how all of these go together, right? So, and we were just talking about eating healthy and stuff like that. So make sure you're nurturing yourself, feeding and watering yourself, eating proper things like berries are really good, fishes, and, chicken, good meats, good things. If you don't like meat, that's okay too. If you're vegan or whatever you're eating, just make sure you're eating balanced diet and you're getting enough rest at night. You're getting enough exercise. Go to bed, wake up at a good time. Make sure you're taking care of yourself, because that's the way we stay in balance with ourselves. And that puts us, when we're in balance with ourselves, that's when we can start to go within, reflect on things, and start healing ourselves. During this process, like when you're on your journey, that's the most important thing. You're going to want to make sure you're fed and watered, right? Properly. When you start to do your healing work, because it can get pretty deep. It can get pretty scary facing your own demons, right? It can get, I know. Oh boy, do I know. It can get pretty scary, facing your own shit, per se. Because we go through a lot. We do a lot of things that are just not in alignment with ourselves. And then when we have to reflect on that, we're like, no, I don't want to. And then your ancestors are like, you know what? You're going through it. You better just get over it, because we're not having none of that nonsense. You're going through it. You're going to deal with it. You're going to have to. We're going to force you to. You already signed up for this, all right? Whether you did or not, you've gone too far. You've overstepped a boundary. You need to learn. You need to grow. Once you initially take that responsibility, it's time to grow, and you're not getting out of it. So they're gonna take it there, and if you don't learn the lesson, you will repeat it. Yeah, I'm a hardhead. Obviously you can tell from experience that I've had to repeat lessons a couple times. I am a Pisces, but I also am a Leo and a Libra moon. I'm a Libra moon and a Leo rising. So I'm telling you right now, I'm hard-headed. And then I'm a Taurus North Node. My North Node is in Taurus. So I'm going to tell you right now, I am a bull. I'm a hardhead. But I'm also a Pisces, so I embrace all the zodiac signs. Everybody knows that about Pisces anyway. So anyways, healing, do your healing work, do your shadow work. That's all part of healing. Healing yourself, healing your body, healing your mind, and making sure that you're staying well fed and watered. And you're doing your healing work is the most important part to becoming who you need to become or want to become. So anyways, next one. Wisdom. Your divine inner wisdom is always available to you. Okay. On your journey, even if you're not on your journey, if it's just life in general, you need to understand we all have innate wisdom within us. Yeah, I don't know if anybody told you that, but we do. We have innate wisdom that is buried deep within our soul, within ourselves. And once we recognize our authenticity and who we are, we start to recognize the wisdom that we have within. Once we get that wisdom, we start to open it up, and we start healing, we start growing, we start expanding, we start learning more things, we become more aware of what's going on around us and the people we have in our circles. When it is time to let the past go, let the past go. When it's time to cut certain people out of your life, it is a hard thing to do. Cutting people out of your life is no fun, because these are the people that you loved. Right? These are the people that you respected in your life. These are the people that you loved, that you cared about, you cherished, and then you realize one day, Once the veil is no longer there, actually, I seen a reader do this today, which is the smartest thing I've ever seen. But she goes like this, you know, this is how you awaken. You finally start awakening, and then your eyes, it slowly comes down below, and then you're looking around, and you're looking around, and you're seeing, oh crap, everything is not as it seems. And people are not who they say they are. The people that hurt you the most are the people that are closest to you. Remember that. Remember that, because these people, they don't have your best interest in mind. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's pretty much what it is. You got to check yourself, right? Because there's so many people that come into your life that, especially, look, I was a people pleaser, okay? I did everything for everybody all the time, always wanted to be accepted, this, that, and the third. And then next thing I know, these people are coming into my life, and I'm like, oh my God, you know, like, yay, they're the best people. And then find out later, they were the ones that were stealing my money. They were the ones breaking into my house. These are the people that were gang stalking me and throwing spell work on me because they wanted me to stay stuck and stagnant and didn't want me to move forward in my life. They were holding me back. They were keeping me held to toxic behaviors from the past so that I wouldn't move forward. They wanted to keep me stuck and stagnant, people pleasing. You know, and that's another thing. It's like, some people are narcissists. What they will do is they will come in, and I have learned how to cut these types of people out. They will come in your space, you know, they will come in and they'll love bomb you. They will throw all kinds of things. Oh, you're so beautiful, you're so wonderful, you're so amazing, you know, and this will go on for a couple of months, and then they'll just ghost you. And then when they ghost you, it turns into, oh, okay, well, I just ghosted her, you know, and yeah, whatever. And once they ghost you, then they'll wait a little bit, and then they'll come back in, because they know once they come back in, it's an attachment to you. They will attach themselves to you, and then they can use you for everything that they want to. And because you're an empath in a narcissist relationship, not a good situation. Not a good situation at all. You need to, like, literally remove yourself right away, get yourself out of that situation if you recognize this behavior. Because this is one of the behavior a narcissist does. And I was an empath, and I got caught up in that. I'm going to tell you right now. Not fun. Not a fun lesson to learn, but totally worth it, because I know I will never make that mistake again. And so what happens is this narcissist will come in, they get that attachment, and then you can't leave. They keep you stuck and stagnant, trying everything they can just to use you for money, to use you for a place to live, to use you, I don't know what your situation might be, but that's what they will do to you. So if you're in that situation right now, get yourself out. Get yourself out right now. You got to learn how to cut people, places, things out of your life that do not serve a higher purpose. You need to learn to cut this stuff off and worry about you. Okay? It sounds really, really selfish, but it really is not. When you focus on yourself and you love yourself and you learn how to do that, then your lessons won't be so hard, especially if you're by yourself. Because once you're by yourself, you can learn to love yourself and then go out and have a relationship and stuff. Had I known what I know now beforehand, I probably would have done things differently. But I'm glad I didn't know these things beforehand, because this is what made me who I am now. And this is how I learned, was the way I needed to learn. This is how it was supposed to happen. You know, source and spirit was just like, nope, this is how you're learning it. So I was like, all right, cool. This is the journey I'm on. It was crazy. But just remember that. Don't ever give your power away to anyone. I don't care who it is. I don't care if you think this is Joe Smo from down the street, or if it's your best friend, or it's your mother, your cousin, your auntie, your uncle, your sister, the best friend of your life, your grandma, your grandpa. I don't care who it is. Don't ever give your power away to anyone else, because once they realize that they have power and control over you, you start to be defeated. You understand? Like, you are going to be defeated. Then you're not moving forward. You're not being able to be a successful person at this point, because you've given your power away to everyone else, trying to be like everyone else, trying to suit everyone else's needs. The only person's needs you need to suit is your own. You need to worry about yourself first. Love yourself first, and then you can start to love other people. You know, and I'm not saying you're a bad person. Maybe if you're in this situation, that's the situation. You were put in that situation for a reason, so you could learn this lesson. okay? Because each situation you get put in is a different lesson for you to learn. Listen, once you wake up and that veil's off your eyes, you will keep learning that lesson until you learn it. Once you learn it, then you're like, oh, okay, I need to step back. Let me get out of here. I learned this lesson. I do not want to repeat this again. I'm not staying stuck in no cycle. I'm not dealing with these types of people. I'm going to remove my energy and myself. Once you withdraw your energy and yourself from you watch how people act. They start to act crazy. Believe me. I've seen them. Like, I'm like, oh, okay. I got so used to the gang stalker. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Remember, I saw you yesterday. Yep, around 5 o'clock. Remember, same thing, right? Oh, yeah. I know who you are. Trust me. And stalking my Facebook page and doing all these other things. I don't care. I don't have time for that. I got people to help. I got people to help heal. All right? I don't have time. Do not give these people power. Do not give them more credit than they deserve. Do not be sitting up here talking about them and all that, because you know what? When you talk about people like that, you're not healed. You're not healed. You sit up here and you talk about these people that do you wrong and blah, blah, blah. If you're using it as a tool to help others and teach them, okay. But when you sit up here calling him a every name under the sun, and this person did this to me and they did that to me and blah, 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 you ain't helping nobody. What you're doing is you're sitting in the past. You're giving them exactly what they want. You're sitting in that type of energy, and when you sit in that energy, it's keeping you stuck and stagnant because you're holding on to resentment. And you know what? The only way to keep moving forward is to drop your burdens, right? Drop that resentment. Start being like, you know what? I recognize your type of energy. I recognize who you are, and I know who I am. And I'm not giving you the time of day. I'm not doing this. Because if I do this, I'm not going to move forward in my life. So just remember that. I'm really passionate about that because it was a major lesson that I had to learn. And don't let people use you, bro. Like, always set up a boundary with people and be like, you know what? No, you got enough out of me. We're done. And I people please so much to the point where I was giving everybody everything and then I didn't have anything. And I couldn't understand. I'm like, God, why? Why me? Like, I constantly help people. I'm such a good person. How come I'm not getting anything in return? Why am I giving everything I have away and expecting? Don't ever expect. Do not ever expect anything from anybody. When you give to give, not to expect back. Because if you're expecting it back, 9 times out of 10 you ain't getting it. Trust me. And then also, not only are you not getting it, but if you're a people pleaser, they're gonna take everything you have on top of that. You understand? So not only that, you really ain't gonna have nothing. Believe me. I've been there. Been there. Your whole house and your whole home and everything. I'm telling you. Don't do it. Don't go there. Don't go there. Don't go down that dark alley. It's not. Maybe it is. Some people have to go down that dark alley so they can learn how to not do that. But I'm just saying, from my perspective, I know how hard it is to not be able to. I'm just a people pleaser. I love giving to people. I love helping people, and people take advantage of that. That's why you need to set proper boundaries with people, and don't give your power away. And you need to make sure what's enough and what's not. If these people are not helping your growth, if they're not doing anything to help you in your growth, in your situation, it's time to cut them out. It's time. You need to check yourself before you wreck yourself. For real. You need to literally think about the people in your life. Think about who's supporting you, who's not, who's helping you with your growth, and blah, blah, blah. If you have a friend, right? Let's say your best friend, right? You're talking to your best friend and she's sitting there saying, oh, you just had a really awful day, and you come to your best friend and you're like, hey girl, I just need to talk to you, blah, blah, blah. And then all of a sudden your friend's like, oh, well, you know what? I just had this, da, 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 da. And she's not really listening, not paying attention, and you're walking away from the conversation feeling like you got nothing accomplished, like you weren't able to confide in her. She wasn't a good listener. She didn't actually reciprocate what you were talking to her about. That's not your friend. That is not your friend. She is not your friend. All she cares about is herself. She's very selfish. Now, I'm not saying you need to go cut off all your friends. What I'm saying is, know the place and the position people play in your life. Make sure you know what position they're playing, right? Because the same person that's playing your friend could also be the same person who's backstabbing you in the background and stealing all your money. You understand? Make sure you know who you're dealing with. Be discerning. That's all. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's get back into it. I'm sorry. Anyways, it's all part of the growth process. When we go through all of these things and we wake up, it's because we're gaining wisdom, we're gaining experience, we're gaining knowledge. And we are human beings, so we're constantly learning. We're constantly learning. We're never going to stop learning. We're never going to stop healing. We're never going to stop growing. It's just going to be a continuous process. Always working on yourself. So, anyways, let's get started. We went through those oracle cards and we'll get started with the first one. So the first one is going to be Freedom Horse. All right, so Freedom Horse, freedom. I don't know that song. Freedom, 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 freedom. Sorry, I am not a singer. I'm going to say that again. I probably should stop trying to sing, but I just think it's just my energy is how I am. So yeah, I'm not a good singer. So don't take me seriously. Okay, Freedom Horse. Let your spirit fly. Do not hold back, break free, and express yourself. Flaunt your stuff, dance, laugh, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Get out of the rut. You don't need to fit the mold. Be daring, fling your arms to the heavens, enjoy. Your native spirit wants you to know the horse allowed the natives of the Americas and Mongolia to travel great distances with ease. The horse also carried their supplies, which additionally granted freedom to those ancient peoples. This card chose you to remind you that you aren't here to be an ordinary, but to step beyond limitations and self-imposed boundaries. Don't allow yourself to be trapped by convention or by the expectations of others. You have the ability to choose your life on the terms. Replace the phrase I should with I could, but I choose not to at this time. Perhaps you aren't always free to create the exact circumstances of your life, but you're certainly able to decide what meaning to give those situations. Select meanings that empower you, for this is the time to break free. The journey. The way you use your body can change your state. Put on music and dance with wild abandon. As you do so, this sends a powerful message to your subconscious that you are indeed truly free. So, within ourselves, this all talks about like the vibration. Being free means you're in a high vibration. If you constantly put yourself in a higher vibration, like if you're feeling low and you're feeling sad, do something that makes you feel good. Do something that makes you feel passionate about what you're doing, and make sure it's something that you love doing. So if you love listening to music, turn on some music. Higher your vibration. The more that you raise your vibration and stay in that vibrational energy, the better it's going to be for you, because this is when we start to do things like manifesting. We start to manifest the things that we want. And when we manifest the things that we want, these are the good things in our life that we're hoping, we're praying, we want to see good results for. So you want that new car next week? Hey, keep your vibrations high. Don't say it isn't impossible. Anything is possible, and miracles do happen, and manifestation is real. So manifesting the things that you want in life comes with staying in a high vibration, knowing yourself, loving yourself, and being authentic. All right, so moving on. The next one we have is Eagle Medicine. Eagle Medicine. So I'm going to read the next one for that one. So let's see what it says. Eagle Medicine. The card meaning is profound connection to the Creator and the heavenly realms. As the eagle soars high above the earth, it has the ability to see things from a higher perspective. Courage and stamina are filling your life. You have the ferocity to right injustice and wrongs done to you to others. This is the time to face your fear and overcome it. Your native spirit wants you to know, if the Eagle Medicine card has chosen you, you are the advent of the opportunity truly. See your life from a rarefied vantage point. Eagles are considered one of the most sacred of all birds. In many tribes and cultures, their single-minded fierceness, dynamic energy, and ability to soar high are part of the reason for this. This card reminds you to take heart and face fear. You do indeed have the strength to overcome any adversity. You have a direct line to the Creator. Your prayers are heard and will be answered in accordance with your highest good. You have the capacity to channel extraordinary life force energy through your hands. The journey. Go on an inner journey and imagine that you are an eagle. Feel the power of your wings, the clarity of your eyesight, and the power of your talents. As you do this, be aware of the energy of the majestic eagle filling you. So, again, it all stems from that vibration. The higher vibration you put yourself in, the better you're going to be able to manifest. You are going to be able to have a direct line to the Creator, to God, to your ancestors, angels, spirit guides, whatever you believe in, your gods. I'm telling you, you will have a greater sense of source and understand divinity a lot better and have a divine connection if you are putting yourself in a high vibration, constantly meditating, eating healthy, being in a high vibration. Because you know what, your hair is like, when you put your hair up like in ponytails and stuff. Actually, a reader said this the other day, and she's absolutely correct. I think it was back in the old days, when they were doing voodoo and hoodooism and stuff like that. What they would do is, and even when it wasn't with hoodoo and stuff, but they believed that the hair was actually a receptor for the connection with God or source, or whatever they were believing in. Whether it be that or whatever they believe in, it's in alignment with us. You know what I mean? So somebody just said that the other day. I'm not sure if I quoted that correctly, but that's what I heard, and I thought that was really cool to learn. And so it was just another reader. I can't remember what her name is, but if you want to know more information about that, you can research it, or I'm pretty sure you can go to her channel, and I'm sure she'll probably reach out to you or something and tell you whether you know her or not. I'm sure maybe she'll see my video, and then maybe she'll be like, yeah, that was me. But I also want to let you guys know, I am intuitive. I have the gift of foresight, but I do, and I'm psychic to a degree. Yes, I am. So I know things. But here's the thing, and I also am able to pick up on energies really easily, because I'm an empath. So that's really, really a cool thing that I can do. But I want you guys to know something. I am very, very optimistic, so I like to get lots of different perspectives, and I watch many readers on YouTube. I do that. I do go to people's channels and I do watch them, and I'm not ashamed or embarrassed to say that. I don't know why people think that when you go there and you watch them, maybe you're stealing their content or whatever else. No, that's not me. I like to see different perspectives. I like to watch other readers, and then there are some fantastic readers on here. This is not a competition for me. I don't know why people seem to think that. I don't know what the issue is, but I really like helping people and healing people, and I'm sorry, I'm going to spread the love to people everywhere, whether they deserve it, whether they don't deserve it. I don't care. You know what I mean? I want everyone to be at their highest vibration, because that's what we're here to do. As a collective, as light workers, as healers, as spiritualists, as people of the light, we are here to help heal the collective. We are helping people awaken, and this is a purpose. This is one of the purposes, and there's all different types of missions and things that we're here for, but there's a lot of light workers and a lot of people that are here to help heal and to help, higher the vibration of the collective, of people awakening. Okay, awakening to the fact that there is a God, awakening to a lot of different things. Archangel Michael and your spirit guides and your ancestors are here every single day, and your prayers are heard. Okay, so I just wanted that as a side note. All right, so the next card we have is the talking stick. That's the next card we're gonna talk about here. So the next card is the talking stick. All right, woohoo! Dang, I'm already 34 minutes in. I always don't know what happens to the time. And I told you I wanted to keep it short, but never happens. I tried, man. You know what? Ever changing. Remember what we said last night? It's ever changing. So, talking stick. Let's see what talking stick has to tell us. Okay, talking stick. Okay. Speak your truth. The soul loves the truth. Communicate from the heart and share your reality without hesitation. Be willing to stand before the crowd and share your center. This isn't the time to be shy and hesitate. It's a time to heal through communication. You have the gift of a true leader through the way you communicate with others. Your native spirit wants you to know. During tribal council meetings, a decorated stick called a talking stick would be passed around. As each council member held the stick, he or she had the opportunity to speak from the heart. Each person in attendance would be asked to weigh carefully the words of each speaker. The talking stick reminded each person to be authentic. Communication restores trust and allows you to clarify your ideas, positions, and feelings. It can be healing when you share what has been withheld. Now is the time to take a risk and have the courage to speak with clarity. Be forthright. Share any unspoken darkness that lays heavy in the heart. There are times to hold back and be discerning, but this isn't one of them. Even if you're afraid, declare your truth for all to hear without fear of being rejected or misunderstood. When you do this, transformation and healing can occur. The journey. Decorate a stick or a feather to use as your personal talking stick. Whenever you hold it, let it be a sacred reminder to seek the truth within. Take a minute every day to take stock of where you are and to ask yourself about what is so in your life. Simply taking a moment to discover your inner truth can have a profound healing effect on your life. So, that's really interesting that just came to me, because I was holding back a little bit of the things that I wanted to talk to you guys about, just because I was like, oh, this might be a little touchy subject for people. But you know what? It's absolutely right. Let's actually, I'm going to discuss the topic that I wanted to. Listen, as a child, I was sexually, physically, and emotionally abused for a very long time. I did not have a wonderful childhood. I'm going to tell you that now. I come from a really painful life. By the time I was 14 years old, I was already out the door. I actually had adopted parents, which were Frank and Maria Lodman. They were a wonderful people. They were absolutely wonderful to me. They were my only mother and father that I knew at the time. And I am super thankful and extremely happy that they were very good people to me. I couldn't ask for better parents, and I literally looked at them like they were my only parents. I was only like 14, 15 when I met them, and I'm super excited to share that with you guys, because I have literally stayed in contact. They were just wonderful people. And I gotta tell you, there's good people out there, okay? The choices that we make in our life. So the real thing I wanted to talk about was the fact that some people make poor choices. Like, they come from a poor background, a very bad situation, and then as they get older, they continue to blame the reason why they make their choices in the life, and the reason why they are going through the things they're going through. They blame it on their past. They blame it on what happened with their mom and dad. They blamed it, and they blame other people, and they blame, and then they get in relationships, and then they blame those people that they're in a relationship with, and they place the blame on everyone else. But guess what, guys? I'm sorry to tell you, we're accountable for us. Every single one of us is accountable for what we do. We are all responsible for what happens in our life, and we are the ones making choices. So when people sit here and they're like, oh my God, I had such a bad life. That's why I went to jail. That's why I went to prison. That's why I made this decision. That's why I made that bad decision. No, we all think for ourselves, because the one innate thing that we know about ourselves is what's right and what's wrong. Whether we have a moral compass, we're not going to get into philosophy and all those other things, but we're going to talk about, we know what's right and what's wrong. Is it okay to go murder someone because we don't know? You need to go get checked, or something needs to happen here. You need to know when your well-being is not on point, right? We got to understand where we're coming from, know ourselves, be authentic, and understand what's right and wrong. We cannot be like 40 years old still blaming our problems on mom and dad from back then, because that's what they did. because I came from a really bad home where there's a lot of abuse and violence. And guess what? I'm not abusive and I'm not violent. In the past, I've had issues, being the way I was, and that's just from growing up in this situation. But I seeked out help. I seek counseling and helped get myself into a better place. I was only angry because I was not healed. That's why. That's why when we choose not to do the work on ourselves, we become a victim of the circumstance. So instead of being a victim, we need to be a person of leadership and of honesty and integrity. And I don't know if you know what the definition of integrity is, but it's doing the right thing because it's the right thing to do, even when nobody else is looking. Even when no one else is looking, okay? So just remember that. Anyways, we're getting into almost 40 minutes. Last card. Last card. So our last card is Elder. And we'll go ahead and read that. So, Elder. Confidence, entering your power, standing strong. You are a leader, stepping into the light. Let your truth be heard and felt by others. Make a stand in life. You carry deeper inner wisdom. You are a teacher and a leader in the deepest sense of the words. You are a beacon of light for others. Your native spirit wants you to know in native cultures, the elders, tribal chiefs, and clan leaders are looked to for advice and leadership. When this card chooses you, it's time to step into your leadership role, and Elder walks the path, stomps the grass down, and throws the boulders out of the way so that the path is easier for others. Sometimes you might find yourself alone or tired, but know that what you're doing is making a difference in the lives of many. The greatest leaders are those who know how to serve, supporting others to reach their dreams. Even if you've been in the background in the past, right now, it's your turn to step forward and become the light for others. The journey. Being an elder and a tribal leader means speaking your truth, even if it's hard or even if you're afraid. If there's anyone you need to stand up to, this is the time. Being a leader means supporting others. So if there's anyone you need to support or make amends with, this is the time. So just remember, like I was talking in the beginning of the video, when you guys, it's like, okay, like in a situation where you would have a divorce or something like that, you know how people just go on these smear campaigns and they just hurt the other person, and they're so holding on to this resentment and all these other things. Here's a good one for you guys. Leave in the comment down below, what does being a leader mean to you in your life? What does it mean to be a leader in your life? I would like to hear. Everybody has a different meaning for what a leader is in their life. I would like to know what your guys's what being a leader means to you. What does it mean? So make sure you comment that down below. Being a leader and being a light for others, because we're all leaders. Inside, we have the innate ability to all be leaders. The problem is this the path we want to go on? Or do we want to help other people? What is your path? What is your purpose? Have you found your purpose? Leave that in the comments. Have you found your purpose? If so, what is your purpose? And what does being a leader mean to you? Leave it in the comments below, okay, guys? We're hitting 43 minutes, so I actually ended a little bit sooner than last time, but I want to thank you guys all for joining me on this channel, because I'm going to tell you, this is an amazing healing thing for me, and it's a healing thing for everyone, and I just want to help everyone, and I want other people to take this information and help others. Maybe something I say might be helpful to you or someone else that you can relate it to, and I want you to know you are never alone. And I also want you to know, anything you hear on my channel, I'm never, ever, and I make this promise to you every single time I make this video, I will never lead you into the darkness. I will always lead you out of it. I will always give you information that can help lead you out of the darkness, okay? I'm never going to lead you to the darkness. I'm going to lead you out of it. Well, sometimes you get led to the darkness because then you start to think about things, and if we really, really, really think about it, then you go on a journey, and then, start to wake and, plant the seed. I don't know. Anyways, so I will never lead you there. I only want the best for the collective. I want to higher the vibration. I want to be honest and truthful, and I want to share my experiences to help others. That's what I'm here for. That's my purpose, my sole purpose. Outside of these videos, I do community service and stuff like that for people. I guess community service. What I mean by that, not that I went to jail and I'm doing community service. I mean, and even if I was, it wouldn't matter, I guess. I mean, that would, it's just part of life. If that were to happen, it's part of your lifestyle or whatever. Which is not a bad thing, because sometimes it just happens. But what I'm saying is, I do help in the community. I like to join programs where I can help others. I am reaching out, and if you ever feel alone, just know that the journey is really hard. You are loved. I'm there with you in spirit, and I'm sharing wisdom and guidance, and I wish you nothing but love and light. Everyone that comes to my channel, I wish you nothing but love and light. I really thank you very much for liking, sharing, subscribing. I really appreciate you guys watching my videos and enjoying them. If you do, please comment down below how you like the video, and guess I'll see you guys on the flip side. But thanks for joining me tonight, and we'll see you again tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Have a great night, and I wish you lots of love and light. Peace. Mwah. Adios.